I'm happy for Devontae Adams that he got what he want. I don't know if it's exactly what I would have picked. I think that I really like winning, and that's
I,
not what the
yeah,
NFL is about anymore, as
they
we see with
are,
like
and they always have been. It's always been this way. This is the reason why Tom Brady's the GOAT. Remember this. Tom Brady is the GOAT because he took pay cuts.
yeah,
That's really, I mean,
really,
he's the GOAT because he's Tom Brady, but he's the GOAT because he decided, look, I don't need an extra $5 million a year. I don't need the ego boost. He
except for
didn't
last
care.
year.
Well, that, yeah, except for last year, because he was like, I
Except for
need that
last year.
money now. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like, but that's what I'm saying is like when he was doing that dynasty, the reason the Patriots were a dynasty is because they could save an extra $5 to $10 million a year on an elite quarterback by having Tom Brady. They got lucky by
yeah,
drafting the right guy mentally as well. Um,
yeah,
and that's another thing is like, yes, you could say a lot of these guys are greedy. Sure. Personally, if I was an NFL player, probably, my first couple of years, I wouldn't be that type of guy that's like, oh, I need to get paid as much as I possibly can. I'd just be happy that I'm here. But after a couple of years of doing it, you start to, it's a job. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're just playing football anymore. It's a year-round job and you have to do everything the right way. So when you're a rookie, you get a 4-deal, 5-year deal. You're only making this much money. That's as much as you can make. If you've been overperforming that the whole time, you're probably going to go, all right, I need my money because you're not even thinking about winning. You're not thinking about the other players. You're thinking about, look at what I've done for this team. I need to get paid for it. So I think that's really what it is it's not necessarily that these guys don't want to win as much. It's more these guys are just like thinking about it like it's a business. Like you say, this is a business. You got to remember that it's a business. Like these people, they want to get their money, you know?
yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm just like thinking about like what I would do if this was like not like an NFL situation. Like
Right.
I'm a teacher, right? So like
Right.
if I sign for one school, if I sign a contract and they're like, okay, they would never do this because what school would do this? But if they tell me a non-compete clause, then like 1 or 2 years after into my contract, I can't say, oh, you know what? School B is gonna pay me 10 times amount. I'm going to quit on you guys and void this contract that I signed to join that school. Like I can't do that. So
Right.
like why are NFL players
Because
able to do
they have the real power. Because I hate to say this, but me and you are not valued when it comes down to the workplace.
sure.
They do not value us very much because we don't bring in that much money. Whereas these guys, Devontae Adams or Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes, these are guys that are bringing in your team millions and millions and millions of dollars every year. So they know like the most you can do is find them and not pay them what they're owed that year. That's
Sure.
really as far as it goes. And then after that, it's kind of like, all right, we got to get rid of him. But they knew, he's on a franchise tag. He wasn't going to play. We're just going to get what we can for him. A lot of the times, the teams will push a little bit harder. Like with Tyreek Hill, we saw the team kind of just say, whatever, man, if you don't want to be here, we're not going to try to keep you. And they got a
Yeah.
haul for him, though. They got a lot
Yeah.
more than what Devontae Adams got. And I mean, that's the reason behind it.
Part of that's age and speed, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But I think also, I mean, they're almost the same age, 1 year difference. But yeah, Tyreek Hill is a lot faster. But they also had to pay him more. It's one of those things that like it also depends on the team. But Tyreek didn't
Yeah.
have a specific destination. That's a little different because Tyreek let the team kind of get as much as they could back. So he didn't really have too much say in it. But Devontae Adams, all he wanted was Vegas. And he basically said, I will not play for anybody besides Vegas. So you're not going to trade for a guy that won't want to play for you because he has to sign a contract to play for you. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. No, makes sense. Again, I don't know if that's the smartest idea, but
Right.
Devontae Adams wanted. So
Right. And I'm not going to say, I don't think it was better. I don't think Derek Carr is better than Aaron Rodgers, but I do think personally I would rather be in Vegas than in Green Bay in many ways. But
yeah.
next,